That's the Bellerian apparatus driving the uniquely wired configuration. Output. This was the low voltage electrode on the left. This is the high voltage electrode on the right, meaning that 10,000 VDC is going from this side positive to this side negative, while this side is going from 1,000 positive kV DC, or 1,000 volts DC, back across the other way to this side of the electrode. So the initial side that you were seeing there was the small 1,000 volt positive charge in relation to empty space, which has no relative charge except for that which is impingent because of the two positive relations in local relation to each other within that space, or crossing that space. The second electrode was the high voltage one with the 10,000 volts going from plus to minus, and this side had a much larger sphere gradient, which you would also note had shells, concentric shells of light that was separating the two gases. This is an argon neon plasma globe off just a store-bought plasma globe. But I used a acid solution to rinse out the coating that was in there, as well as pull out those little curly metal things that were used to fill up that space where the electrode just stood in the middle there. So now everything is clear glass, so you can see. So I was curious. Without that metal coating in the middle, the spheres formed much more perfectly over here and weren't drawn into a current beam across to this point, which in this case must have caused this polar node to become a relative potential in regards to this node and that node, which means that this node would have some voltage, maybe 5,000 volts positive going from right to left, meanwhile maybe 500 volts going from left to right, halved potentials from both sides connected on the center node, which in this case had no metallic conduction, no means of conduction, so this didn't actually form as a node. It needed matter there to be able to concentrate or lens into it. Curious stuff, huh? I need to try and make another electrostatic motor. I'll make another short vid. I got my small upholstery needles, which let that little motor version 2 that I built spin at about 1100 RPM, powered by the same device here. Anyway, curious stuff.